Hey, it's Eric Stavinus again with Stavinus Studios doing a fun concrete project today. We're gonna be making some spheres, a couple end tables. I only have 2 bags. I have 1 bag of quickset and 1 bag of mortar. So let's see what happens. All right, let's start with the stools. I had to run out to the pecan tree that fell down and get some sticks I wanted to use. And then on to my favorite bucket, the ace bucket. Just drilled a pilot hole, took my jigsaw and made a mold. Now I'm tracing the mold on some hardware cloth I had left over from the chicken coop. I'm just cutting it about 1 inch inside what the diameter is. Then I'm just stapling on some birch that I had in the studio. This will add some structure, some support. And here's those fun pecan logs I had. Again, same thing, got another bucket half. All ready to be poured. Mixing some Quickcretes. Enjoy. Stool number 1, so I'm just putting about 1 inch base in this, and that way the mesh that I stapled to the birch will float on top of that, and then I'm duct taping it in place. Here's the second one. Crazy stool, yard art, end table. I just propped a stick under there so keep it from sinking all the way through. And just used a rope and some duct tape to organize the chaos. And then I was off to the studio to make a little jig so I could get the 18 inches on the stools that I need, because all the sticks and logs were different heights. Thought this would be easier to do after we poured it, instead of trying to figure out how to make it nice and level before. So here's my jig, just scrap wood, 18 inches. Used my oscillating saw, kept it flush with the board, made it super easy. And it's going to be in the yard, so it didn't need to be perfect, but it actually turned out perfect. Don't know if I set it, but at this point it's already set. It's been set overnight, and now we're popping it out of the mold. I was so excited. It wouldn't come out, and then I just figured out I could tap it with that piece of wood. Man, you got to pay attention to what's in the bottom of the bucket, because that's what's going to be the top of your stool or end table. But yeah, these were nice and smooth, so we didn't have any marks. Yeah, just whipped together a little woodland stool. Love it. And on to the funky one. Here we are with the pecan. Again, just tapped it, broke it loose, and popped it off. This one was a little bit more stubborn. Had to tap it a few more times. What? What? How cool is that? Yes, on to the spheres. So I've been collecting these at garage sales, thrift stores, anywhere I can find them dirt cheap. Once I filled this with concrete, I needed a way to keep it from doing this while it was drying. So I just took a PVC pipe and cut some 1-inch circles, and it positions itself really nice on there. I can even put a level on it if I need to while it dries. And this was just a cutout from another project, but you can see if you just have a little ring like this, balances whatever size you have. So I went with a mortar mix and a concrete mix, a fast dry concrete. 2 different textures totally. This one's more sand, and then the fast dry had a lot of aggregate in it, a lot of rock, so 2 totally different textures. And I wanted to try doing a half and half too to see how that turned out. Just used my handy little garden trowel and scooped it in, and then I've got rubber gloves on to protect my hands, and I was able to just kind of smush all the air pockets out. You could leave the air pockets in if you wanted it. It adds a cool effect when it's all done. Then it was just on to fill them. And I would shake them up and down once they were full, again, trying to get the air bubbles out. Thought about taking one of my orbital sanders without sandpaper on it, obviously, and vibrating the base to maybe shake the bubbles out, but we didn't try that. We'll try that next round. Again, just filling them up. Could go all the way up and give it a little foot, but I went just inside that rim because I wanted mine to be complete spheres. Favorite part, the reveal. Just tapping the glass off and there you go. Again, wear gloves for this. Glass is sharp. Just tapping it off. It's cool to see all the inside texture, and almost all the glass globes were not perfect spheres, which is crazy because they looked perfect. Must be the inside. And then I got smart and put it inside a milk crate, and it kept the glass from flying anywhere. You can see the texture on that one. Perfectly imperfect. Look at the grooves on that one. So fun. Moving on to a fish bowl, and we're gonna cut a Gatorade bottle because we want to put a succulent in this when it's all done. So I'm drilling a drain hole, and then the bottom of my fish bowl, I just glooped a bunch of hot glue, smushed the Gatorade bottle in there, drilled a hole, and then stuck a stick so I'd have a drain hole at the end. Again, scooping it in, smashing out the air bubbles. This was the mortar, so it was nice and soupy, and it's gonna be super smooth. Can't wait for you to see it. So I put that stick in there thinking, I don't know what I was thinking, I could drill it out, but that didn't work out very well. And I'll show you what I did here in a minute, but I just was able to pull the hot glue out. I got this nice little plastic lined succulent holder. I took a 1/2-inch drill bit, and I was actually able to drill right through the mortar because it had only set for a day. So that's what I would recommend for the next round, or using a plastic straw maybe. I just drilled the second one. Ladies and gentlemen, don't try this at home. About cut my leg off. So I'm just doing the same thing for this. I had this awesome piece of driftwood, and I'm just tacking a little bit of hardware cloth to the bottom for support. And I want to be able to set it anywhere in the garden or use it to hold my door open. I love this driftwood, so I just set it on about an inch base again and then covered it with another inch or two. I'm going to throw some rocks in there to have them set inside it just for fun because I'm a rock hound. And I've had that piece of driftwood forever, and now I can enjoy it finally. Wonder how many other things I can put a concrete base on. Popped right out, look at that. Yeah, then it came to me, what if I did a bigger base, a bigger round container, and made a little drink table for out in the garden when we're tossing bean bags. And there you have it. We're gonna do some more. I can't wait to show you the other creations we come up with. End table or stool? Hey, Carl! 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 Hey, calm down, bud. Trying to make a video. Thank you.